Hey, and welcome to the Talos Principle. My name is Gelef, and today I get to play the second DLC in the beginning for the very first time. I've been looking forward to this for quite some time. I've only discovered Talos Principle last year, and both the base game and the first DLC, Road to Gehenna, have quickly become some of my favorite experiences in gaming, like ever. So I am really looking forward to seeing what the second DLC has to offer. I have to say I know very little about it. To my understanding, just based off, the title and what we're going to see in the description, I'm assuming it's a prequel. But that's basically it. Otherwise, I also do know that this technically came out after Talos 2. I have not played Talos 2 yet. This is going to be something I'm going to be playing after the DLC. I don't assume that there are going to be any references to the second game, since many people are probably going to be experiencing this game via the Reawakened edition, which has this DLC in it. So I'm just going to assume that I don't need any other knowledge. Otherwise, I basically just come equipped with all of the knowledge from both the base game and Road to Gehenna, and also that one ethics course I once took in university to really analyze this game. But without further ado, I think it's time to press play. Oh, I'm so excited. In the beginning, late one night, Alexandra Drennan runs an important test. Whatever that means. Time to start a new game. Blinding light! And also, you're probably going to notice that the camera tends to die in loading screens. This is sadly part of the edition.
Alan, are we ready? Aurora. Yep. Good. Frank? Frank. Yes. Frank, no. Frank, I submitted it yesterday. Just ask Rob.
All right, I'm going to run the process with most of the modules active, including the integration manager. I know, a bunch of stuff isn't working as intended, so don't panic, it's fine. All we need to do is get this ball rolling. It's late, so if you want to go and get some rest, we can discuss the results tomorrow morning.
Okay. Here we go. Initiate program.
Initializing firmware. Firmware functional. Loading child program markers. Version 7 loaded. Initializing simulation module done. Initializing generation module done. Initializing scenario module done. Initializing holistic integration manager done. System check. Errors ignored. Starting child process. Ready. Well, that's familiar at least. Okay. Getting up. And we're in the game. I have to say, I did not expect a cutscene in the beginning. The rest kind of just started quite differently, right? Okay, let's get used to this again. It's been quite some time. Talos has a very interesting way of how the camera feels, I guess. Wait, are we in the tower? Kind of? No, this is another place. Okay, I want to say this feels different. Even though this definitely, parts of this remind me of the tower, structure-wise. Unless they Maybe it throws over later on, I don't know. Maybe they had some different decisions. Okay, but still level 3. We do need more sigils, okay. Interesting. I'm assuming it's going to be more of the base game in a way. Oh, biospheres.
Trial program has entered hub level. Initiating gameplay observation.
Okay, the integration module, certainly someone new. Also, by the way, I'm always taking notes. This is what's happening if I'm looking down, by the way. But it's interesting. I did expect Elohim to speak, but I guess integration module, at least they're using or reusing the same voice. But I'm assuming, right? It definitely felt different. But then again, I have not played this game in quite some months, so at this point I'm always unsure. Yeah, they're definitely building a tower, right? Like originally we obviously had like the tower and like 3, I guess, more factory-like building instead of like those domes. That's in general quite different, right? Like obviously there are going to be like parallels I'm instantly looking to. It's also the thing why I was looking outside of the window and basically like saw this rounded tower and like instantly went, wait, is that the actual tower? But I'm not sure. I mean, location-wise, there's definitely some similarity here. I don't know if they just updated it because we had like these 3 buildings. We had like another building down like back here, and we would have had a star in here if I recall correctly, right? Like there would be a wall here, okay. We need different sigils. I'm assuming those are like the golden ones or like the yellow ones. Okay, but like just like layout wise, it's very similar. And that's certainly interesting. And we also have like still the islands, but in this case we are like a lot further up. I'm just like noticing like how similar certain things are, right? They sure made some changes. That's the way to put it. And there's also another thing about like this playthrough. I'm gonna be running around a lot. Because I do know that there are like a lot of secrets. And even though I found like a bunch of them in the base game, I bet I'll also miss like tons of them. But I'm going to be looking around like a lot. Just because I'm curious, right? And curiosity is kind of what drives me. I'm assuming if I jump down here... I don't like, you know, looking down here, but I'm assuming that I'm just going to get, like, rewound. Yep, kinda assumed as much. Ah, yes, getting used to all of it again. Really taking it in. But for now, I don't actually assume that this... I'm assuming Hub World really has a lot to offer here, but what do I know? I'm just gonna run around and be happy about me, you know, looking around. Also... this is actually interesting. If this is... It definitely seems like a prequel, right? Like, otherwise the people couldn't have talked, right? Clearly. And also, like, via the description that this is, like, an important test for the entire system would make sense. But it also kind of leaves the question if we're going to start with, like, all of the abilities unlocked. Stuff like that. Because, like, from a gameplay perspective, it would obviously... I guess makes sense because you could start with like more difficult puzzles. Ooh, I definitely wanna check out the teleporters in a second. With more difficult puzzles. But obviously if we are starting in the beginning, maybe we shouldn't. Oh, different torches. Interesting. Okay, we do have the sand area. We do have your area. Torches like those. They're similar. Okay, wait. I'm assuming this is the first area then, right? Yeah, like, structure-wise. Assuming that they are going for, like, the same structures again. I don't know if that makes much of a difference. Ooh, look at those ruined walls everywhere. I mean, they really like their ruined walls. I don't know why that was, like, so important that, like, all of the walls in the beginning were even, you know, title drop. In the beginning were even, you know, as broken. But yeah, interesting. Maybe, like, since this is all open like that, I also, how do I put it? I don't feel as compelled to do it, like, in order, since it doesn't seem to be in order, right? Like, even in Road to Gehenna, there was, like, some sort of order to all of this. Even though I don't... No, we didn't have to open doors for that, right? Like, we could have gone to, like, each area in the beginning. It's just that they had like numbers on there, which doesn't seem to be the case here. Just, you know, for thematic reasons, I'm gonna start in the area I'm assuming is going to be the first area. Right, like just structurally speaking. And it's time to teleport. And also for flashlights, apparently. Well, I guess flashbangs, more or less.
Looks like the levels are loading correctly.
They sure are loading. We do get some red sigils here. We do have all of the components that we need. Okay, very, very familiar. I don't see anything new here. Right, like we have the cube, we have the laser pointers, I like to call them, the fan. We do have the recorder, or like the replay device. Bug? Is this like a bug report? Bug? Tetromino-mania? Priority low, status won't fix. Every puzzle seems to contain tetrominos. Or is this Tetrominos, none of the other puzzle reward mechanisms are being used at all. Oh, yeah, okay. So there were supposedly more rewards. Okay. This seems to have started when the system loaded all those medieval religious texts during the preliminary hymn tests. Okay, at least we hear about a hymn now. I think the integration manager may have found a theme it is going to develop using these. Or it could be reacting to our logo, I suppose. At the end of the day, nothing seems to actually be broken, so let's focus on other problems. Bob.Rakowski@Ian. Obviously, Ian is something I still recognize. Do you recognize that name? I don't remember. Like, I do have like a long list of like all of the names. Like, I have a big Talos, like my own wiki basically that I created while playing. Unlike the paper format, which I at some point, I guess, like put away. Put it that way. I will probably, like, if this becomes an important issue, I can obviously always open that one. In a few hundred iterations, they're gonna finish where they could play my Towers of Hanoi minigame. Oh, they're gonna wish they could play my Towers of Hanoi minigame, okay. By Taimur Salam. This one's definitely one that I don't recognize. I'm quite sure. Okay. Interesting, so we do have bug reports. I don't think I can interact with you guys though, right? I can stand inside of the bug report. I am the bug now. Okay. Lovely, very, very lovely. We do have a bunch of puzzles here. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright. Seems like a reasonable number. Let's go for an easy puzzle just to begin. We have like one with just a connector. Let's see. Yeah, I feel like those are like going to be the easiest ones. Doesn't seem like there are any that have, I guess, fewer pieces in there. So let's just go for like the laser puzzle over here. The L piece. Let's get going then. Ooh. Look at those lions. Great. Also, another bug report. Also, something's flying around there. Maybe I should just explore. You know, let's not go for the puzzles yet. Let's figure out like what's going on here. We do have another... Oh, scroll. Interesting. So we do still have audio logs. I'm not sure... Like, I'm assuming we should also get, like, the terminal somewhere. Oh, look at that bridge. Ooh. New soundtrack, I'm assuming? I don't necessarily recognize that noise, so I was kind of confused there. I've also learned that there are, like, a lot of noises in this soundtrack that sometimes feel like they indicate, like, something special, right? Like the weird whooping in the beginning, I guess. We had like similar situations in the base game where I sometimes assume that it is like indicates something, but it's just like part of the soundtrack. Yeah, that's basically what I'm talking about. It might just be nothing. Okay, I guess I'm just gonna pick up you and listen after we're reading the bug report. Bug. Random file loaded again. Okay, yeah, they did mention kind of how a lot of random files were loaded before, right? Like if I recall correctly, especially when it came to like the audio logs. The bug of eternal recurrence is back. Another random file loaded. This time the integration manager passed it as a story element and turned it into a sort of audio log? Makes sense, I guess. Bob.Rakowski@Ian. And Rob McLean. I'm trying to figure it out, but there are a lot of other things that need to be fixed first. Well, I mean, at least we got like some story because of it, right? So, time to listen.
Okay, this is a test file. Testing. There we go. Wait. We're gonna make humanoid robots to continue our legacy, but we can't make sound drivers work. Testing. Hello! Hi, it's me, the dead guy from the distant past. How's it going? If you are finding this file, you are probably wondering what I'm doing. Well, my robot friends, I've just finished setting up a 100 zettabyte backup system that contains the sum total of all human knowledge. But apparently, that knowledge doesn't include how to make this microphone work. There's the PDF file here somewhere. Wait, hold on. It's showing waveform. But why? Frank, you unplugged the speakers again. I'm gonna kill you before this virus does. Seriously.
Why is it still loading these files?
interesting, but this file definitely was like, okay, to be fair, I'm assuming it wasn't like intended to be here exactly, but it definitely was like some we were supposed to listen to in a way. Still interesting. Okay, yeah. And we also got an achievement. I didn't actually get to read that one, but this is just going to be something in the series. I tend to just take like screenshots of the achievements because OBS doesn't record those, you know, intentionally, and I'm just gonna pop them up like here, for example, when it comes to like any achievements that I'm getting, just so you can actually see what I'm seeing. Anyway, that was, I think, a happy accident or something, it was called, but what do I know? I can't read. Anyway, we do have like some puzzles here. I still want to explore first though. But it is kinda enticing, right? Just do some puzzles, okay? I love these puzzles. You know, I also love the text, but, you know, I just need like a good mix of both. We also have like some mixing in architecture in general. Is that the first thing that was mixed like that? Didn't I pay attention to that before? Wait a second. Because I do remember there was like something behind the bridge. I don't know. I didn't pay attention to like the structure, but no, this seems to be like the same structure then. Or like at least the same architecture type. Little statues, they are new. Look at them. Yes, Poseidon or something like that? What do I know? I don't know the Greek. Or like the Greek gods to be, you know, a little bit more specific. That's probably a way to put it. I just want to see if I can go through here. Oh, bug. Puzzle uses incorrect assets, priority low, status in progress. I mean, they seem to have fixed that one for the most part, right? Except for like one moment in the game. Pretty sure this puzzle shouldn't be Egyptian. Is this a problem with the integration manager or the scenario module? I think the assets are just tagged wrong. That said, the IM can actually disregard theme tags if it chooses to, so I'm not 100% sure. We'll check. Well, would be important to know, right? Okay, you are an easy puzzle. Should I just go in? Do a puzzle? Look at that. So beautiful. I would make a vacation here, you know? Except for like all the insects chirping. I don't really love that. That's just me, right? Like you kind of get used to it like on a vacation. But, ooh, tunnels. Ooh. I'm gonna listen to that one and then I'm going to go for a puzzle, I feel like. Comment, eerie. This spot feels eerie somehow, like being trapped in a crypt, but with all the sublime beauty of the world outside. To be honest, it makes me panic a bit. Why are we spending our last moments in these miserable rooms instead of outside? You're a programmer, isn't this your natural habitat? Well, that's relatable. Also, you're saving the world. In a way, yeah. Lol, thanks. I needed that. You're right. If I went outside, my skin would burn off. Well, for now that's one way to see that, but this is definitely a really nice spot, I have to say. Kinda nice to just see the outside from, you know, the safety of some shadows.
I'm just trying to say, I guess it seems more like fantasy than science fiction.
Because of the mythological language?
Yeah.
But that's precisely the point. So many science fiction stories are afraid of modernity. They have this incredibly cynical view of humanity where we have all this intelligence and all this power, but for some reason we can never use it to fix anything. It's almost like they've replicated the idea of original sin, but removed any possibility of redemption. And in Athena, modernity is part of the myth. Modern humanity isn't flawless, but it's still part of this great mythological tapestry. And the only reason that seems like fantasy is because so much contemporary literature is devoid of meaning, or imagines that meaning only existed in the past.
I mean, that's definitely a point to think about, I guess. I never really thought about it like that, I guess, especially like science fiction tends to be like really negative in many regards, I guess. More problems with like the science that the fiction is about, right? As opposed to necessarily a solution. But I think that's more because we oftentimes, like we have like dramatic structures, obviously, right? When it comes to the type of writing. It would be boring to just have like, I guess, a fix for something. Like, don't get me wrong, like in real life we would love, I don't know, like a fix to all sickness, all illness. If we had that, that would be great, but I do not think that would make a great story. At least like not a science fiction story, right? Like you could write another story. Because obviously in a science fiction story, the focus is the science in a way. Obviously it can be like some pseudoscience in a way. As opposed to like another setting where, like for example, you could have an action movie where you have like the science fiction concept of like, hey, there's like the cure to everything, and then you have like drama through the action basically, right? It's like a natural action movie, and then like you can use the MacGuffin to heal everyone at the end. That would still make sense for a movie, but like in a science fiction movie where the focus is on like the development of whatever's happening, or like the effects of, I guess, this cure, you kind of lose the dramatic aspect of it, right? That makes it interesting. I've heard of some stories that do that. I've not actually read those. Where like basically, imagine like a cure to everything, like a cure to death, where like nobody can die anymore, right? Like you could absolutely have some drama coming from that, basically. Imagine that in a world, because then like imagine nobody could die anymore, then we would absolutely deal with, for example, like overpopulation at some point, right? When like literally nobody can die anymore. And that would probably be in a way an issue. Like the only way to fix that is basically like never having children anymore, which basically would mean that like everything stays the same. It's like just like something I come up with like this moment here. So obviously there's probably going to be like a story that's like has like similar ideas to what I just said. But what I'm basically saying here is like you always need like something negative in there for the story to work. It's probably how I would put it. Like, of all the genres that exist, there's probably like the slice of life genre maybe that doesn't have like drama in that sense. But otherwise you kinda need it, right? Because like we are, I guess like in our story structures that we love reading, love watching, whatever, we kinda need like something to fight against, right? And in a way, that's like the whole like tension and resolution. That's like how we create drama. We need like something to fight against. And if everything is just like positive, then we wouldn't have that, right? Anyway, as you know, the music gets like so majestic. Let's just read about Lovely View by Nadia Sarabhai. That's the name I at least recognize. It's a comforting thought that for all the challenges that our descendants are about to face, at least they will be surrounded by beauty. I actually really appreciate that, that these places are like so naturally beautiful in this way. Right, like we don't really see cities. Yeah, we do see some ruins to give us like some structures, but there's also like a lot of nature all around, which also is going to prepare the future. Well, I still don't want to necessarily call them humans, but like the next step in evolution, I guess, that step, that they at least see something familiar even in this simulation. But yeah, important that they spend so much time on that, I guess. Anyway, I've been rambling and rambling. There are probably more nodes everywhere. For now, I just want to go back. Was it this one? I think this one was the easy one, right? Yeah, just lasers. I say easy one, it might be the hardest puzzle I have ever seen. So let's see. Lights out. Okay. Let's see if I still remember like all of the mechanics here in the game. Yeah, I can reset, I can rewind, that's lovely. We do need some connections here. Let's just start with like the basic stuff, right? Like we can connect you to blue. Can I still see you from here? Yeah, I can. Okay. I didn't pay attention to that. What are you activating? Wait a second. I kind of want to figure out like, this obviously has to do something, right? What's the button do? I'm kind of confused. Because obviously, like, I can just make, like, these connections here. I'm gonna put you here. Okay, I need both active at the same time. Okay, now I get it. Because obviously it's not just a pressure plate. I need both of them to open the gate. Then I can go through here. And we get a star. Okay. We've already seen, like, a Stargate. You know, not the Stargate, but, like, another Stargate. So that makes a lot of sense that we would need those. But first we probably need to open you. Is that enough, or do I also need to... No. Okay, this is probably just relevant for like the special piece. And this is the regular piece we need over there. And you are going to open that one. Huh. The problem though is... Okay, we do have a red connector over here. That's probably like an easy one comparatively. Yeah, okay. I want to say like maybe this is getting like a little bit more complex. Maybe I'm just overthinking this. As always, I like to overthink these puzzles, and this is probably why I'm going to get stuck somewhere. Okay, so my thought process was basically, okay, how do I guess keep this gate over here open? Because there isn't really a way to do that, right? I'm assuming that if I pick you up again, yeah, you're going to deactivate. I was thinking maybe there's like an angle I could put you where I can access this part here. Because now we have like the red laser, obviously. But do I even need a red laser? Why am I doing this? And the blue laser. Okay, so that's not quite it. But the important thing is still that I need to somehow... Maybe I'm right. Okay, wait a second. Maybe I am actually right with like my theory. I need to connect to you here. And I also need to connect to you for now. The problem is this isn't going to work either. At least not the way I'm doing it right now. I need you to connect like this. The reason why I'm basically doing this is that I currently cannot access the blue laser. Unless I'm, you know, shooting like through this red one. And I would like to avoid that. And the easiest way is to just basically open this gate from that side. Now I can pick you up. And now I don't need the blue anymore. I still need the red over there though. I need to connect from somewhere, right? Like, ideally I'm gonna have to connect like this. Right? But obviously the lasers are going to break if I do that. So I can't do that yet. Okay, I can unlock myself in here. That's an issue. Okay, maybe I should be doing this completely differently then. Because I can still... Like, I can obviously open the gate from here, right? Like, I can... No, that's not quite what I wanted to do. I can connect to you like this. I can obviously go around and get, like, the blue laser here. And just accept that for now. Then we don't have, like, this connector. Which would obviously allow us to connect like this. This opens the last path, but that's not enough. Can I reverse this somehow? Like, this is like one of the very last puzzles that I'm currently thinking of on like Road to Gehenna. Again, like I'm not, you know, I don't have to practice anymore when it comes to these puzzles, but where we had to basically change the light like on the fly. And I feel like this is going to be a similar puzzle here, but maybe I'm just overthinking this, right? Like, there's also like a part of me that's currently just like, hey, why am I not just... Wait a second, that's not quite what I want to do. Let's open you up. Get like the last connector and just like quickly get like the other piece. I don't know, I just saw it like earlier and I'm like, you know what, I kind of want the star piece. Let's just see if I can do that easily. Maybe it's going to be like a more complex issue in here. Currently I can't see you from there. Okay, it's actually a similar issue to what I had before, where I can't just do that. Okay, I want to select, this would be way too easy if that was just the case. Also, another thing, I'm gonna be very distractible, like, constantly. Okay, currently my idea is... Could I... Maybe I can. Okay, let's say we have like a blue laser here, and do I want to connect it to this one? No, I kind of just want to keep it like that, right? And open that gate for now. I hope I didn't, yeah, okay, that's the connector. I hope I didn't leave one. Currently, like, I'm probably completely overthinking this. I mentioned this before. I like doing that. So we have this one. It doesn't help us though. I feel like we still need to kind of come from here. Like, one theory that I currently have is not actually that great. Maybe I'm really overthinking this. Maybe I should just open this one up. And put you on the other side so I can connect to something in like the near future. Wait, let's not connect to you, but connect to you maybe. Wait, this only is going to give us like a red light. What if I forgot how this works. What happens if I connect to both of you at the same time? Probably nothing. My current thought process is like, what if I block the other laser? But I don't think I can do that from here. I can't believe that the first pass is going to stop me like that. That's just so me. Maybe I should go back to like my previous theory where I'm just opening this gate from the other side. Because it at least allows me to remove like the red laser in a moment, right? If I... It's obviously like not perfectly connected. That's not the biggest issue though. I can just move you over here. Like here? No. How did I do it before? Wasn't it like an angle where this worked? Or did I need like the third one? I probably needed the third one. That's like the whole issue here. Which I obviously left over there. Okay, so let's just return to like the previous state. Let's just get all of them here out. That should be lovely. Let's connect you to you. You're open now. I can bring you inside. Now I have a red laser that I can access from... I've been thinking maybe I can... I mean, I can definitely connect to you like this, but I don't want to do that. Right, like this, for example. And then I can technically remove you and connect to you like... Do you even need to connect to you? I don't really need to connect to you. Right, this sounds like kind of silly, but like now I have a connection I could go through here, but that doesn't actually help me at all. Can I? I can always leave, but I cannot bring anything else inside. That's like the obvious issue here. Let me think. Let me think without like yapping for a second. There's no way for me to raise the whole process here, right? And I've tried this before, right? Like I can connect to... Oh wait, I can connect to both of them. But I don't get the fitting laser. But if I connect to both of you, for example, at the same time, then you should break that and I'm getting a blue one afterwards. Right? Like just like that. But obviously that's not quite enough. Ideally, I would like to get... Can I block the one laser here? I kind of want to get the red one going again, because I can connect to you. It's like almost it. I don't think I can see you from the other side, can I? Okay, I can block you. I can connect like that. You are losing that laser. That doesn't do anything. Like I'm currently thinking maybe there's like a timing thing I can do. Or alternatively... No, I can't. No, I've been thinking about like maybe using this one in a weird way, but I don't think that's quite what I want to do. I feel like this is like close to what I want to do. It's not quite there yet though. I need to somehow time it though, if that's actually the solution. Which would be interesting to have like as a first puzzle basically. But then again, it's a DLC, right? Like what am I expecting? I could connect to both of you from here. You would be able to see those. So it does mean I can... That doesn't actually help me though, because I need both at the same time, right? Like I need to first get like the red one going and then the blue one. Like I still like this solution in a way, where you have like both of these connections going. And... Maybe I should be doing this the other way around. Wait a second. Let's first open this one up again. And then get into a position where I can maybe see you. And you, for example. Now this would be opened if I could change the color. Which I obviously can't, and you're going to instantly close. So obviously, like, connecting to both of them doesn't really do too much. I can stand here and activate the red one, but like the moment I move, it's going to close, right? I'm currently thinking about like whether there's like a timing thing I can fix here. And like leaving doesn't really do anything for me right now. Because again, we only have like this one. We can't really bring it inside. We could... We could connect to this one, for example, like that. But obviously we are not inside anymore. That's like the biggest issue. But if we do that, then we have like the red laser. But it still doesn't really help us too much because we still can't access the blue one unless we break like some more lasers once we're on the other side. Which is theoretically doable? Maybe? I don't think so though. And it still doesn't help us with getting inside of there. You know what? Maybe I chose the wrong puzzle for the first one. You know what? Just to make like some progress today, I'm gonna leave this puzzle. I like doing that every once in a while. And we are going to look for any other puzzle and just going to solve that one. Right? Like maybe I just need like a little bit of practice, who knows. I'm going to return to this one probably in the next episode. Any of those look simple? This might be a simple one. Who knows? I'm gonna still read this bug report because it's just a bug report, not a whole audio log. Bug, wrong statue, priority low. Status to do. The Statue of Liberty may be a symbol of the Enlightenment, and the Enlightenment may draw in significant ways upon the ancient Greco-Roman world, but I'm pretty sure this asset is misplaced. Alexander Al-Farabi. This is the new one that we talked to in like one of the recordings. I didn't actually get your last name written down, because I'm terrible at that. I suppose to the integration manager, an ancient statue is an ancient statue unless we explain it. I'll add some stacks. Alan Jameson. Alright. I should probably write down like more of the names. Just because I'm going to need them in the future. I bet, just to like kind of figure out like who is doing what. I always like to kind of figure out like what's actually going on. But I'm terrible with names and faces and all other personal data. So let's just try this one. A stable citadel. I don't know what's so stable about it, but we're going to figure it out. This one has a fan over here. We're probably going to find some lasers. I know that's going to be like really crazy. I need to open you. But to do that, I need to... Probably do something else. Okay, I probably need to connect something on the other side, because we do have... I don't actually know where we are getting the blue lasers from, but I feel like we have to activate like both of them at the same time. So for now, I'm just gonna climb over there and already do like the connection. To here? Oh, there are like two connectors up there. For now, it doesn't actually matter. I just want to like see what kind of components I have here. We do have a red connector. Interesting wall. We do have the blue one over here. Okay. And that's a starting point at least. Also, pathway is going to nowhere. As always. You... I just need something to put on there. I don't know what you are all about. You're doing the reverse? That's interesting. Definitely interesting. Otherwise, we don't really have components. I mean, I can remove you and put you somewhere. But like, for example, pushing you here doesn't really do anything. Was there like another button I could use? Because I don't think that this did anything besides lock me in if I'm... Ah, okay. So this is actually opening the gates up there as well. So I need to do something silly over there. I could put the fan over there. Maybe this is actually active all the time. I mean, it's spinning. Yeah, okay, it's spinning. Okay, lovely. So we can at least climb. Okay, we could climb if I was, you know, capable of doing anything. I don't know why I'm slipping now. I am apparently not... Like, I'm trying to, like, really look at the situation. And apparently I'm just slipping off, which is weird. But that's on me, probably. Okay, we do have another fan we need. And this is probably... Okay, this might be the end. And also a connector. Good to know. That does mean that we have 2 fans, though. I can technically pick you up. But why? Still haven't quite figured that out, why I'm needing these fans. Like, obviously I can put one here, and I could connect one on the other side. We can use the connector to connect to something, but since we don't need, like, we don't know about any starting positions, basically. I'm kind of confused by this game, currently. Right, like, something's definitely missing here. Probably, I'm just missing, like, a component that's, like, laying around somewhere. I don't know. Because I don't think I can make this jump after I've grabbed you, right? I can't really make it up there. I don't think I'm supposed to use the geometry, at least to that extent. Again, I can put you here. But it doesn't really do anything at all. Because, again, we can't really see any connections here. You have, like, those up there. And you have those fans. I feel like it's something obvious, right? I'm still gonna leave you connected here just because I can. But yeah, I definitely feel like I'm missing something really, really obvious at this point. There's, like, jumping here. Also, the fans aren't even active. To keep you active, I need to get that one spinning. Which, to be fair, I can do. Right, like, I can just go over here and bring... Wait, where did I leave the other one? No, I left you over here, right? Okay. That's actually not the hard part. If I leave you here, bring the other thing over there, and somehow activate you. I don't know how I would do that, like, in a timed fashion, though. Because, like, I can... Wait, am I stupid? Okay, I'm stupid. For some reason, I thought that both of the gates would be blocking me here. Okay, that does mean that we can reach the red connector. That's something, at least. If I get you... You're going to... do something? You're still blocking that one. What are you connected to? Maybe it's that I need both of them at the same time. That's probably more likely, actually, now that I think about it. Okay, is there any other red connector I can access? I don't think so. Also, look at that. Look at those cliffs. Magnificent. I do like that there's a fence around here, because I would be worried otherwise. Like, we can obviously connect to you and you, but again, this is the wrong color, and it's also blue. Everything is blue. I can connect to something over here. Because we still have, like, this connector, but I can't really access you here. And even if I did access you, right, like, this is the next issue. How do I get you out of there? Like, imagine I could actually... Yeah, okay, there's, like, another fence in a way, but, like, just pretend for a moment. Wait a second. I can connect to you, though. But again, this is not going to really be helping us too much. Even if I get, like, this connection going. I can connect to you again. I hope this is, like, an angle that works. Okay, you at least reach, like, this gate, which does mean that if I take you and put you on there, you're going to connect to everything. And now if I put something on here, I could technically go through here, but that doesn't really help me. That's, like, the confusing part. Yeah, I don't quite get what they want from me here. I could connect to you, though, to get, like, the last fan. Maybe it's just, like, a little bit of an overload in a weird way. Where I'm just getting, like, too many pieces. Which you know, would make for an interesting puzzle. For now, I just would like to connect to you as well. That's the wrong angle, like this. Opening the gates, and I at least get the fan over here. And I did need 3 of those, so I can at least get those. But then what? I can at least see like what the ending is all about, I guess. Because otherwise I'm not really doing a lot here. Oh wait. I have to actually reach the right points. And you over here. And you still need something on here. Which isn't like the worst thing in the world, because I don't need you right now. So I can at least bring you to the top. Okay. That's very lovely. And I could connect to the red laser if I wanted to, but that doesn't really help me here. I don't think so, at least. But we have another connector, okay. And a red piece. Huh. Anything else over here? No? Okay. Now that I have you, there still isn't a way for me to get you out of there. That's important. I don't think that there's any way to do that. But I can get the red laser, for example. I could connect to you like this. But I don't think I want to do that. But maybe if I activate like both of them at the same time, maybe the gate's going to stay open? I kind of assume that this is part of what I'm supposed to be doing here. So let's just bring everything down here. Like worst case, I can always like re-plug everything in if I really need to. Get the second connector. I at least need to figure out like what exactly these lasers are doing to me. So let's connect to you for now. And the other one is going to be an awkward angle, actually. Maybe I need to bring you on top. Wait. I didn't remove the fans yet, right? So let's try this again. I would like to just see... Wait, how many of the connectors do I have again? 2, right? Basically, I technically have like this one up here. Can I... If I put one here, I could connect to you. But that doesn't really help me that much. But at least it would be like at a decent angle then. Oh wait, this is just a bug thing. I just saw something in the distance and I was like, hey, this is important. I mean, it is important, but you know what I mean. I could technically connect to this one, like from over there, which would be like the first connector, and I would like need a second connector over here and could connect to this one. But I still need more connectors then. Unless, no, I can't reach you from here. I was thinking maybe I could connect to that one. There's no way for me to connect to the red one either, right? And we would still have like crossing beams. Good old hmms. Let me jump down here. Let me at least see what I can do over here. Like if I bring everything. Maybe I see something else if I can get like the connections here. Maybe I have to like pay attention to like other puzzles. That would be cool, but I don't really see anything to connect to over there, for example. Maybe over there? Nah, but again, I kind of assume. Like I make some assumptions with this game. Since it's like a beginning kind of puzzle. In a way, obviously. Obviously, you know, it's a difficult puzzle. Or a more difficult one than the tutorials. But I would still assume that like these puzzles here don't necessarily require you to like think over like multiple puzzles at the same time. At least in the beginning, right? I feel like that seems more like a special thing. I could definitely get like a connection from here to that one going, but it's like still the red one. I would still need 2 connectors. Maybe the blue one does something else? That would be weird though. I definitely feel like these should be like 2 different functions. But I feel like this angle is like really suspicious that we can go as far. So let's just connect to you over here. Just have some fun, right? Let's just pretend that this is useful in any way. Then what? We do have you. I could obviously get like a connection going from here to up there, which would be like one connector. But again, we're kind of missing one more connector. I don't think that there's a way for me to get this one out. Or maybe there's... I feel like it's more likely that this one's just like part of a connection somewhere. But again, not really that useful from like this angle. This one also can't see that connection. Yeah, it's probably easiest if I just get like a connector like in between here. But obviously I can't get one. Is there a way to open this one up? I've not really gone like closer here. It's also like really dark. Like I can't see anything because I have like big lamps in my face. It makes like the dark sections like really difficult for me. That's basically what I'm getting at. Huh. It's actually open on this side. But obviously we have like a gate on the other side, so I don't know what to expect here. I feel like I'm missing something obvious again. There's something that's going to like give me like the eureka moment that I need. You're still closed, but you would be connected. Maybe I should just connect to the other one. Right, because I can still go around here to get the blue one. And I would technically only need one connector if I do so. I think that's easier. Let's try this. I also need like some of the fans back, which is like why I'm going up here. And I'm just gonna bring all of them. So I can at least put something down here. Why am I doing it this way? I obviously need the the other connector first. Yeah, I like to be forgetful. Like even my own plans. So we go around here. I need the connector from over here just to have like a weight. And then let's check out this side. Put it down. Get the other connector going. I would like to just remove you. I just wanna remember, I was correct, right? Like this is how we did it last time. Yeah, okay. So this connection works. And then we can just, yeah, okay, this should work. Don't worry about it. I feel like I figured it out. So let's go up again. I'm gonna just bring all of the fans. I don't need them at this precise moment here. Get this one. I'm just gonna put you here. Get the other connector for the red light. Over here. Yep. Lovely. And I would like to just connect you now. I mean, it doesn't really hurt, right? I have you connected, I have you connected. Now I just need to open the gates again. I mean, technically I don't really need to open the gates, right? I can literally just like connect to here, and I don't even need like the other connection. That should be enough. Now if I stand on here, what are you going to do? This is active. Okay, you are opening this gate. How's that helping me though? Because it's not like this side is locked or anything. It's like a way out, but I don't get it. I really don't get this puzzle, I guess. Maybe I overthink this. Maybe there are like really some broken pieces that are just completely unnecessary, or like I'm gonna, you know, see it in a second and feel really stupid. But yeah, let's just go over here first. Put you here. I can't jump over there. I can jump over here, and I don't, like, I still can't make this jump here, right? And it's not like I can drop something down there to like open the gate while I'm standing up here. Or maybe there is. Okay, I can't, I don't think I can stand on top of here. Are there like any other connections here? We have like these cables. One is going to this gate, obviously. I'm assuming the other one should go up. I just can't see the cable. Yeah, it's connected to something over there. Yeah, just this one. I kind of just wanted to make sure there isn't like anything else. Like, I'm currently thinking I could... I mean, you can definitely get the red laser up there, right? Like, if I have one connector up there, that's not an issue. I would need, like, one more block, and I really don't see how this is, like, important right now. Or, like, useful is probably a better way. It's probably important, but, like... Yeah, this is open. Then what? If I had, like, a block here, for example, that would be great, because I could just stand here and, like, jump up there, but I don't have blocks in this area, right? Quite sure. Yeah, it's just a fan and doors, huh? I don't think I can make a jump from over there. Like, the game never really seems like it's the kind of game that wants jumps like these. I could maybe if I find, like, the right angle, I could make, like, a connection to here. But it still wouldn't be great. Like, if I move you... as far as I can, like here-ish? No, that's not great for that connection here. Like, I've been thinking, like, maybe I can put a connector here instead of a fan. But that wouldn't really help me either. Also, deactivating that one and then activating that one doesn't really do anything either, right? I mean, I can jump on top of there, but still, I don't have, like, the jump height that is required for this. I'm genuinely stumped by all the puzzles so far. Just give it like an episode or two. I feel like at some point I'm gonna, you know, figure out like how the game thinks. It's just been a few months. Like, there's absolutely no use in giving this one a red laser, because obviously this is just like a straight line. It can reach this one, no questions asked. This one, obviously we can open the gate as well if I really wanted to. I don't think that this does anything for me though. But hey, just so like this gate is open. I could move this fan around. Doesn't really help me. I can go inside of there, doesn't really help me. I can... remove this one. Which obviously doesn't help me either. Like, it would have to be like the reverse, where I have like a little bit more time to go through here first. I saw like something else here in shadows, but I don't think the game would be as cruel as to hide things in like the dark. But again, and this game sometimes does like some, you know, interesting hiding spots. Maybe I am overthinking all of this. Maybe I should just connect, like... But it still requires like 3 connectors, right? If I could put like one of them up there. And there it would still require like one over here and one over there to have like 2 connectors at least. And that still doesn't really help me to get up here. I don't get you. There's like such a weird detail to have like a way to go up there. I don't know. It's just so weird. How many fans do I have? Like, we removed all of them, right? Up there isn't like none of them, so we only have like those 3. Oh yeah, you're still bouncing. Certainly an interesting start. Like, here's another thing. This is like a meta thing, where I'm genuinely wondering whether a lot of the puzzles is supposed to be broken. Because we're like still in the tutorial, like not in the tutorial, but like in the... I guess in the phase where like everything was broken here, so... Oh wait, am I stupid? You know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I am just wrong. Okay, we have you out of here, which means that we have like one more connector. This should make this slightly easier. We can put you on top of there. If I remove you, right? Like for example, like this. This should make other connections easier in theory. I can't see you from there. I just want to know what like happens. Maybe that's not even correct. Maybe I should just put you somewhere else. Can I from here see you without blocking a laser? Like this. Okay. Now everything is active. Still. I still can't reach you though. I can't make it over there. Unless you actually want me to like jump over there. Which would be interesting still. And also require me to have like one more piece of the puzzle basically. Like if I had this fan over there. It could be useful. Like I can't really grab you from over there, right? There's like nothing else I can put anywhere. Because I obviously like still need one fan and the other one. Like my thought process currently, if I'm like at the top, at the very top, they could probably grab you. Let's open this one up just for, you know, some fun. Maybe now that this is like all open, I can get like a connection going over here. I don't think that there's like something visible they could be using. Like you are currently not used. Let's just bring you like to the top. I just want to see if I can even make that jump. I'm assuming I can. It feels like a decent distance, right? Like you can jump in here. Then you would still need a fan up there though. And it's like my biggest issue currently. I don't know how I'm getting enough components to move around. Because like if I'm up here, I don't think I can grab you, right? Yeah. Also still can't crouch. I can jump up here. I can't grab you quick enough, and this feels like mostly glitchy if I even was able to do that, right? Grab over here. Okay, I can't. Maybe I'm also just overthinking this in general. Like this is a red herring because I can connect to you now, and I also can connect to you. Like the red one's easy. The one's technically also easy. I only need 3 connectors, right? Like I need one over there, I need one over here, and another one like on the corner here. Maybe I'm just completely overthinking this. Maybe most of the stuff isn't that useful actually. I don't know. Let's try this. I technically still need one more object though, and that's like the hard part about this. Also, let's put you like to a different position. Let's just put you there, I guess. I feel like this is a decent angle. I just want to see like what I can actually, you know, achieve if I get over here. Because like I can definitely reach you and you, right? To open that one. If I I feel like they want me to get like the last one. Because like even from this position on, I need to put like something down there. And if I had like this one, I could just get like a connection going. I just need like one more piece basically. And I don't know how to do this. I need to get up here, which already requires like basically all the pieces. I could... We don't have enough fans, that's like the next issue. I could definitely put like a connector here. But then what? Like I can remove you obviously. I could connect to you again like this, for example. I don't actually want the red one, I just want the blue and this one. I am deselecting you. I just want to place you here because this definitely could allow for a later activation. I don't know if it's required, but you know, it's at least like one thing I can do. Wait, this would actually close the connection door once I need it. And that would require me to like... My current thought process is basically like, okay, if I connect to you and to you, right, and I could technically connect from you over there to this one, because we have done so before, then this gate could open technically. Assuming I can also like activate the red one, which would be nice, but the problem is this would break the moment I pick you up and then I would be locked inside. So that's probably not quite what I want to do. I could connect to red from here, but that doesn't really do anything. I genuinely think I need like the last piece, I just don't see it right now. Because I'm also like so limited like when it comes to fans. Because like this is the only place I see from where I could even make that jump, and it isn't really... Okay, I just want to see like if I could make like a weird jump from there. I don't think I can... Okay, this is like the end anyway, right? Just to like confirm, right? Like I don't think this is the solution, but I could... Almost? Okay, I can jump inside of here, that's cool. But this seems more like an exit, right? Like this is obviously locked in. Would have been surprising if I could have just like, I guess, cheesed the whole thing from here. But I say surprising, but like some levels were like kind of cheesy. How do I do this? Red connector doesn't really help me. I can connect to blue and to you from over here. I can't connect to you still because you're blocked. So it still requires me to get like 2 of the connectors here. And I'm actually not sure if like the angle is off now. So I'm gonna try it real quick. What I mean by that is basically like if I connect to you and to you, you're going to break the laser. Okay, so like the angle is definitely off. Am I thinking something here? Maybe I am. No, I still need... Oh, I'm kind of stupid, I feel like. Okay, wait a second. I've been, for some reason, thinking I needed to activate both the button and the laser. If I'm doing it like this, I can technically just drop stuff down, can I not? Is it just like that simple? Am I just overthinking this? Because like technically, like if I'm standing here, for example, right? Like I could still drop you. Okay, not on the fan, obviously, but like... You know what I mean, right? Like I couldn't drop you like this. Which would be more than enough, so I'm definitely just overthinking everything. Okay. You know what? That's on me. That's absolutely on me. Get the second one going. This one's going to activate that one. And now over here. Just get over here. And... Oh, wait. I can even put it. That's like way easier. Okay. I've been making this so much harder than it should have been. This was actually not that bad a puzzle. Okay, now though, let's at least get one puzzle piece today. That would be lovely. Okay, now I just need to put like everything back into place. I have all the pieces. We don't need to open that gate anymore. I just need to put everything down. And then we finally have something to show for ourselves. Okay, here. Now question is, how am I connecting everything? Because like we have like one connector that's technically just there to like stand on top of here. I don't think there's any value in connecting you to anything. I'm assuming for now. Maybe there is. If that's the case, we are going to figure that one out in a moment. We have you as a connector. And I can just, you know... I don't know why you would jump that way. That's clearly the game's fault, not mine. Okay, let's try this again. Let's get up here. Do the jump. Silly jump. Like this, okay. We stand up here. I can connect to you. Just like that. And then I can go around and bring you with me. And I should just be able to connect to that. Okay, that was not as bad as it should have. Like, I made it out as if it were like a lot harder than it actually was.
Child program has completed puzzle and collected token.
It's working. We got an achievement for that. Very lovely. And you're not...
Input required. To improve the role-playing experience, please describe the player's objective.
Oh, to become human.
What does it mean to be human?
I see we're starting with the easy questions. I don't think humanity is something that can be found in a single property. It's an emergent phenomenon that requires multiple criteria to be met, some of which may seem contradictory.
What is my role in the creation of humanity?
You can't just create a new humanity out of thin air, and unfortunately, neither can we. So, we have to work together to create the conditions that will allow humanity to emerge. My team will begin the process, and you will complete it after we're, gone.
Calibrating.
Well, that's a good start. You know what? I am happy that I'm not the only one struggling with a definition for like what a human is, I guess, or like humanity, or whatever you want to call it. In any case, this took way longer than I actually wanted. Not that I don't appreciate long episodes, but I appreciate them more if there's like a lot to philosophize over, I guess. Yeah, we finally got like a piece. That was like the minimum I wanted to achieve today. For now, I guess these puzzles are going to be a lot harder than I would have originally expected. You know, maybe I'm just playing stupid though, you know, who knows. At some point it's going to be, you know, working out, I guess. Right, like worst case, I'm just going to throw my face into like those puzzles until it's solved. In any case, there's actually a thing about like the integration module. I forgot what like Elohim fully stood for. I think Elo was like the extended lifespan 0, right? Where that came from. I forgot what the H was. So like I'm still assuming, because they're also talking about like the roleplay thing about that this is just like the early version of it. They didn't actually replace Elohim. It's just like a different voice that is being used currently, which would make a lot of sense. Was the H just for human? I forgot it. And I should probably check like my notes of like the base game, I guess. Also look at, like, this is another thing. I love the water here. Look at that, it's just so clear. I would jump into it if I could, but alas, I cannot. Oh, but in any case, I still hope you enjoyed this episode and me struggling with some puzzles. There's going to be more of that in the future. In any case, I hope you enjoyed the episode, and I wish you a wonderful rest of your day. I'll be seeing you next time. Till then, have a good one, and bye-bye.